The 8th grade team is going to be consisting of Annika Heimiller, Rosalind Klein. Let's see, who else is that? Sela Havlick, Chaz Larson, Wyatt Fagerhog. So they're going to be running a little bit of a relay style here. For their first event, they're going to have to put a bolt inside their mouth and pass a washer from one end of the line to the other end, using only the washer in their mouth and nothing else, no hands. Their second event is going to consist of taking a toolbox down to the cone and running it back. They cannot drop the toolbox, otherwise they'd have to start over again and have a talk with Mr. Close because of the wrecked floor. So. Is that better? There we go. The third event. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So their first event is going to consist of taking a bolt, putting it in their mouth, and passing it from one person to the next until they've reached the end of the line, using only the bolt and nothing else, no hands. And if they drop the washer, they're passing the washer from one end to the other. If they drop that, they're going to have to start over again. After that, the second event is going to consist of taking the toolbox down to the cone in the middle and run it back. If they drop the toolbox, you're going to have to start all over again. We have the 7th graders versus the 8th graders here today. If the 7th graders can get their teams together, and we're off. The 8th graders have a lead here. 7th graders are still trying to get it figured out. 8th graders are on to their 3rd to 4th person here, while the 7th graders are now on to their 2nd and 3rd. It's quite entertaining. It gets pretty awkward between the people. 8th graders have a nice lead. The 8th graders got one person left here. 7th graders lost their washer, going to have to start all over again.
7th graders had to start over.
And the 8th graders are down to the last person. And they have it complete. They're off with the toolbox. They're going to run it down around the cone and back.
7th graders have to start over again.
7th graders are still working on the bolt and washer. Then 2 people are going to run down, and they're going to do a little bit of bowling with the tire. Takes a far right. Takes out some nice cones there. They're going to have to roll it back and make sure all the cones are down. Rosalind Klein and Annika Heimiller. Here comes our second roll. And it's headed left. Maybe too far left. Yep, way far left. Not going to work for that one. And the 7th graders are off around the cone with their toolbox. We have Paisley and Henry up to bowl for the 7th graders. Oh, 7th graders got a nice roll. Got some few pins on the ground. Rosalind coming up here again with her 3rd roll. Took out one pin there. They're going to switch it up here. Annika's going to try to bowl this time. 7th graders are still struggling over there. The tire is not going the way they want it to go. Annika missed again. Same with Henry. Crowd is getting intense here. Really passionate. Annika does it once again. She knocked all the pins down. Wyatt Fagerhog going to come up here, swing the rope, try to catch the calf. I believe he has some experience in this. We'll see if it pays off. Oh, he has to be behind the black line. See if he can withstand the pressure, and yes, he does. 7th graders did get all their pins down. They're going to have to run back, have a calf. Let's see if Ethan can rope. Chaz Larson on the milk here. He's going to have to chug all the milk from a bottle. And the 8th graders are in their final stretch, and they have won. They have beat the 7th graders in the relay race. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our first round of the Ag Olympics. The 8th graders have won. Crowd is a little soft about that one. We'll see if it gets a little more competitive as we move up in the grades. Next up is going to be the juniors versus the freshmen. For the juniors, it's going to consist of Ella Klosik, Hayden Boucher, Nathan Gaikowski, Tegan Scheel, and Holden Jackson. And for the freshmen, it's going to be Lily Raisler, Tenley Olinger, Mitchell Orth, Cole Wenzel, and Madeline Gaikowski. We'll see how this turns out tonight, or today, this afternoon. The milk bottles are refilled. Let's hope it doesn't cause a mess this year. We had a little bit of a mess that we had to clean up last year. We will not be having flour in our competitions for a while. The crowd has spoken. They are in favor of the freshmen winning over the juniors. The events are same once again. They're going to do the bolt and washer, passing the washer from one person to the next until it has reached all people on the team, using only the bolt in their mouth, nothing else, no hands. After that, they're going to have to take a toolbox down and around the cone and run it back. And they're off. Juniors are making a steady lead here. Going to their third person. They dropped it. Going to have to start all over. The freshmen are now on to their second. Juniors are now on their second. Freshmen are on to their third. Now on to their fourth. Well, the juniors are still on their third, now to their fourth. And they're both on their fourth. Pretty quiet down there. Not a lot of people talking on the teams. And the freshmen dropped it. They're going to have to start all over again. And they're off. Juniors are off with the toolbox, down and around the cone. Toolboxes are filled with tools, so they are a little heavy. We got Tegan Scheel and Holden Jackson up for bowling. You have to stand behind the black line and roll a tire down for the bowling pins. And Holden Jackson gets all but two. What a roll. Well, the 7th graders just take off with their toolbox. Tegan's going to try re-rolling that one. This will be their third roll. We have Mitchell Orth and Tenley Olinger rolling for the freshmen, excuse me. The juniors knocked all the pins down. Ella Klosik is up to rope. Mitchell rolls the pins, and he gets them all. Lily Raisler up here to rope. We're going to see if they can rope the calf. Oh, right over the nose for Ella Klosik. You have to rebuild their loops. And she's got it. Nathan Gaikowski up here to drink some milk. Heard it's good for your bones. Should have signed up if you needed some work building muscle in your bones. Lily Raisler catches one horn, good enough. Oh, we got a brother and sister fight off here for drinking the milk. Madeline Gaikowski versus Nathan. Nathan finishes his milk bottle first. And the juniors are going to win it for this round. The juniors won, officials have told us. Not a lot of applause from the audience. Must have been big fans of the freshmen. Now we're going to be, the face-off now is going to be the seniors versus the sophomores. Seniors are going to consist of Addie Orth, J.D. Thompson, Peyton Walls, Remy Rodner, and Heinz Bothma. The sophomores are going to consist of Hunter Heesen, Logan Klein, Ryder Rodner, Hudson Weber, and Paxton Walls. Should be pretty competitive. It appears that Colby Flowers is subbing in for Peyton Walls today. So Colby will be joining their team. Sophomore looks like a competitive group here. Sophomores are strategizing. However you say that, we're going to call it strategizing. Okay, we'll go with that one. Grammar has never been my strong suit, but we'll go with it. They are getting the milk bottles refilled. The milk bottles do have a goat nipple on the end of it, so it is a little bit harder to get the milk out of the bottle.
Who thinks the seniors are going to win? What about the sophomores?
Elementary is for the seniors, while the rest of the high school is for the sophomores.
Get set. Go.
The flag is dropped. Colby's passing it to Addie here with the bolt. Hope they don't drop it. Addie has got it, passing it on to J.D. Thompson. Sophomores are still working over there. Looks like Hudson to Hunter. Addie is passing it to Heinz. Sophomores have to start all over again. They did drop it. Dropped it for the second time now. Addie and Heinz are still working on it. Now, mind you, these bolts are only about 4 inches long, so you do have to get pretty close with the other person. Hope they don't have any bad breath. Sophomores are off. Hunter Heesen passing it to Ryder Rodner. JD has got the bolt. Now he's going to pass it to Remy. And they've got it. Remy Rodner is going to take the toolbox around the cone. Head it back. Now the bowlers for tonight, for the this afternoon for the seniors are going to be J.D. Thompson and Heinz Bothma. Here comes J.D.'s first roll. Looking straight, looking straight. Oh, all but 4. Ryder's taking the toolbox around the cone for the sophomores. Here comes Heinz with the bowling. Sophomores, Hudson Weber rolls the tire, all but 2. Sophomores are here to win. Heinz is going to come up to roll the tire. Paxton Walls for his first shot with bowling with the tire. Seniors are going to switch again. Once again, JD's back up to roll the tire. Going for 2. Going to be a little bit to the left. Oh, real close for the sophomores. Hudson's up to roll again. And he's got it. Seniors are still trying to work on getting those 3 pins down. Hunter's going to be up to rope. JD, seniors got 1 pin. JD hit the one on the far left. And the sophomores did catch their calf, which will be sending Logan Klein to the bottle of milk. And JD's got his final pin. They're going to be running back. Colby's going to have to run up here, catch his calf, and send someone to the line to drink the bottle of milk. Sophomores have got a great lead on them. What a turnaround from the first event. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the sophomores have won. Sophomores will stay,
And we need the juniors to come back down.
and they will be going up against the juniors. So we have the winners of the second and third round, which will be going head to head. As the officers will be resetting up the events. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I know not a lot of people want to be outside right now. They'll be blown away. If anybody is listening in the southeast part of the state, I lost my hat. It blew off a couple hours ago. If they see it, just let me know or put up a net and try to catch it. Now we have a basketball out here. This was not in the plans. This is news to me.
There's not going to be any milk chugging, so the last person's going to have to shoot a 3-pointer to win.
So instead of the milk chugging, they're going to have to shoot a 3-pointer to win.
The juniors are going to win.
It appears to me we've run out of milk. So we're going to have to... Sophomores have taken the
Are you
lead
guys ready?
from applause from
Not yet.
the fans.
Yeah, you got to put the pins closer.
It appears that the juniors' pins are a little spread out.
The sophomores more out to make
I wonder if that's going to be a little bit of bias there on that part. Well, they're going to narrow them up just a tiny bit, but not by much. Oh, they are going to spread out the sophomores. And with that, flags dropped once again. They are still passing the bolt, or passing the washer, using only a 4-inch bolt from person to person by only using nothing or no hands. Sorry, that was a little confusing. Let me rephrase that. They have a 4-inch bolt they're going to stick in their mouths, and they're going to pass the washer from one person to the other using only the bolt and nothing but the bolt. They're not using their hands. Or if they are, they're going to have to start all over. Sophomores dropped it. They're going to have to start all over. Juniors are coming down to their last two. And they dropped it. They're going to have to start all over.
We really could use some help here.
Juniors dropped it again. And they've lost it. Well, they're going to get a spare. Nathan to Holden. Holden to Tegan. Sophomores are they're improvising over there. Getting a little bit lower, using gravity to their advantage. And with that, sophomores have it. Lone Klein's going to run down and around the cone with his toolbox. And Hudson and Paxton are off to roll. They're going to take one pin out. Nathan and Holden are down here to roll. They use an alternative way of throwing it, which is juniors over here. Threw the tire instead of rolling it. Put a nice mark on the ground. Mr. Klosik still got a smile on his face, so that is good. And Nathan with his roll, going to take out all but 5. Sophomores have 2 pins left. Now 1. While the juniors only have 2 left. And on that roll, neither one of them are going to get anything from that. Hudson here comes with the roll. Going to be close. No, just shy. Nathan, here comes a roll. And with that, sophomores are done with their rolling. And their Hunter's going to come up to rope. It tends that this tire of the juniors just wants to roll left. Hunter misses his first throw. Juniors are down to 1 pin left, with Holden up to roll. And we got Ella coming up to rope for the juniors. Must be a full head catch. Hunter's up to rope. Oh, he just got 1 horn. Not going to be good enough for the judges. Ella's going to build her loop. Hunter swinging. Oh, and Ella's got it. It's going to be head-to-head. They're going to have to shoot a 3-pointer. Tegan Scheel versus Ryder Rodner. Ryder airballed that one. As they're shooting, neither one of them can make a shot. Airballed the last 2, missed the last one, and Tegan Scheel with the 3, gonna win the games here tonight, or this afternoon. Apparently I need to buy a watch because I can't tell time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have the champions is going to be the juniors. Sophomores in the student section are not happy with that. We would like to thank everybody for watching the Ag Olympics. And we'd like to thank everybody for supporting us throughout our FFA week.
Hey, I'd like to especially thank Max Klein for doing the commentary on this. He did an outstanding job. The FFA for hosting this and letting us view it via live ticket. Our young Spartans for coming in and showing up. And we have been glad to bring this to you. Thank you, Marcus, for setting us up. This is Gloria and Max. We're out.